Hi guys, we're Team Street. Today we'll introduce Abiomed and its product Impella. Next slide, please. This is today's agenda. First, let me start with a brief introduction. Next slide, please. Abiomed is a leading provider of medical devices in the artificial heart industry. The company was founded in 1981 for the purpose of developing the world's first artificial heart. Later, Abiomed switched to design products to enable the heart to rest by improving blood flow and performing the pumping of the heart. Impella is their core product line and it is the world's smallest heart pump. Next slide, please. As for its business model, their key partners are Medicare and insurance companies. Medicare's coverage and reimbursement policies are particularly significant to Abiomed because a large percentage of the population are Medicare beneficiaries. Procedures to implant the impeller are established for in-hospital use and include in ICD-10 and MSDRG coding. For now, the production line is mainly manual, and they keep developing new types of products. Their key resources are skilled workers and equipment. As a medical device company, getting FDA approval and coverage by insurers are their key activities. Next slide, please. Abiomed helps patients first recover hearts and save lives as their value to distribute their product by direct sales or distributors. A physician may use Impella for patients who are in need of support urgently and emergently before, during, or after heart surgery. Their customer segmentation could be divided into three types: bridge to transplant, bridge to recovery, and destination therapy. Abiomed highly values its customer relationship. It has a patient advocate program and heart recovery reunions. They invite patients who use Impella to visit their headquarters. Next slide, please. For the cost structure, SG&A is the highest part, accounts for 59%. It mainly contains field sales, clinical personnel, marketing, and the legal expense on the patent. R&D accounts for 70%. Because it developed new series Impella and related accessories like AIC controllers. For the revenue side, all revenue are from sales of Impella device and related service, 96% for Impella product and 4% for related service. Next, Louisa will introduce Abiomed's market interest strategy.
Thank you, Jason. Firstly, let's take a look at the timeline of the entry of their Impella product to the US market. Abiomed acquired the company Impella Cardio System AG from Germany in 2005, shifted its focus from totally implantable replacement heart system to minimally invasive high-performance microblood pumps. The original three products from the Impella company received FDA 510K clearance between 2008 to 2009 and was reimbursed by CMS for multiple indications. During 2016 to 2017, the FDA approved NPA supplement for a group of Impella devices to provide treatment for ongoing cardiogenic shock. This PMA supplement covers a set of expanded indications and allows for a longer duration of support. Later, from 2018 to 2019, the new Impella 5.5 device received CE mark in Europe and regulatory approval in the US. Now, Abiomed is developing two new Impella products called Impella CEP and Impella BTR, and is expected to conduct first in human trial outside of the US this year. And here's some typical international market entry strategy that Abiomed has used. At the time Abiomed bought Impella, Impella has CE marks for all three of its devices and has marketed them throughout Europe. Abiomed then tried to expand its international sales in Europe by recruiting direct sales and support team for selected countries. They also utilized distributors throughout Europe and Middle East in those countries in which they have not chosen to sell directly to medical centers. At the same time, they have signed international sales and distribution agreements in Japan, China, Australia, Canada, and Latin America. And because their products are generally purchased by hospitals, they depend on third-party reimbursement to customers for market acceptance of products. Next slide, please. I also want to mention that Abiomed has a portfolio of all the patients they have treated, and the device that used by each patient is connected with the person who made it. The company holds events to deepen the connection between their patients and employees. The strong patient-focused culture served as a great marketing strategy that contributed to the company's success. Now Lance will analyze their performance on those marketing strategies.
Thanks, Louisa. To assess its marketing strategy's performance, we first compared its growth rate with the global industry growth rate and the US industry growth rate. As the graph is shown, its revenue growth rate was over 30% from 2017 to 2019, much higher than the average industry level. And it's the only company in the stock market which has only VAD products, where others medical device giants like Abbott and Medtronic entered the VAD market through acquisition. Next slide, please. Academic promotions is an important marketing strategy for Abiomed. Indeed, for most medical companies, it's essential to show the value of their products to physicians and researchers and insurance organizations through this way. Abiomed had an outstanding performance in publications and their US size in the recent years, indicating its leading place in the market. Also, its academic promotions was beneficial for its revenue increase. In conclusion, from those aspects, its marketing strategy was successful, but there is still space to improve. Next, Brian will discuss about it.
Thank you, Lance. For the first improvement and recommendation we came up with, Abiomed has to get recovered from weak earning after a warning letter by the FDA to providers. In February of last year, the FDA issued this warning letter to healthcare providers that it made it seems like one of their heart pumps was not safe to use, and it was being recalled. That was not the intent of the letter, but the media picked it up and spread like wildfire. Because of this, they previously guiding 25% growth in full year revenue, but they pulled that back to 19%. Their stock went down 28% in one day. To recover the trust from the public, Abiomed should focus on two things. First, they should hold training programs for sales forces and providers. Both sales forces and providers will be representatives of Abiomed products because they directly engage in the sales revenue. They should be well educated enough to present why Abiomed products are safe and good to use, even after this FDA warning letter issue. Second, Abiomed should make sure to their potential customers and investors at least that their products are totally safe and they eventually want FDA approval. All of this news through social media spread very fast. Same as how this FDA warning letter spread instantly, Abiomed should utilize their social media as much as they can.
Thanks, Brian. So the Impala heart pump system is, according to the CMS, is coded to MS-DRG 215, other heart assist system implant. Like CMS analyze the patient's length of stay, the patient comorbidities, and they concern a lot for the efficiency and result for a patient compared to other same devices. So according to 2018 and 2019's report, CMS just proposed a 24 and 27% reduction for the reimbursement rate for the Impala system, but which didn't actually implement it. But it's quite dangerous and it's a risk factor for the Abiomed's products. May have lower rate for the MS-DRG 215 in 2020. And also, ACA is facing large uncertainty because this also not only the government expansion, but also like government coverage would also significantly reduce the reimbursement rate. As such, future actions may have significant impact on the reimbursement for healthcare service generally. So including also the Impala system. So what we recommend is to renegotiate with CMS about our product's cost effectiveness, regardless of the Impala, and also expand the network for private payers to expand the patients who use the private insurance to like improve the sales and also avoid the risk for government coverage, lower reimbursement rate. Move on to next slide, please.
So from BCC research, we can see that the Asian Pacific countries have an increasing market year by year. So our suggestion to Abiomed is to break markets into and expand Asian Pacific countries. In order to do that, complying with local regulatory and partner with local companies and hospitals are essential. Also, we recommend Abiomed to educate doctors on their technology breakthroughs, which are their AIC controller to transfer data in time. That concludes our presentation. Thank you for listening, and here's the list of our references.